So nigga, we because we're arguing over different belief systems amongst us, we can't see what's to come because we keep looking back.
Right.
So the greatest thing I can say is history repeats itself. History repeats itself. Somebody has to be a slave again. So you don't have the skills, you don't have the hand skills that the immigrant has to fix the roads. You don't have the skills that the non-English, Spanish-speaking Mexican or Latin can't read English, but he can listen long enough to get past an interview to go show he can do carpentry work. So we don't have that. We don't know coding. We don't understand the algorithm. We don't understand content creation. We don't understand that when you make a video, it's not about likes and views. It's about engagements and impressions.
All right.
So we don't know that. So what else will we be left to do? Play basketball, football, or consume? We're already the largest consumers on earth. What's there left to do? Put them niggas back in slaves and chains.
And that was leading to my next question is like, what I was saying too is the future is this, which is a dark future for black people.
Yeah.
If we don't figure out how to pipeline and create jobs, trades, and keep the dollar circulating within the black community all at the same time, just like the Jews do. How? Because think about it. We go to a white man's school to pipeline to get into a white man's job. We don't hire each other. So we don't have any tech firms. We don't have agricultural pipeline. We don't have an app development pipeline. We don't have pipelines to hire ourselves. And I feel like the future of black people, which that's why I built a museum in Atlanta, which I told you, because I realized if we don't tackle the issue now of teaching people how to get into these industries and create our own pipelines, we're going to be slaves, and we're going to be the worst group.
So with that being said, you're at the top building, but you started from the bottom.
Right.
I got to the top to go back to the bottom to finish what I started. I can't come teach what he teaches.
Right.
I got to teach what I know and what I'm an expert in. Re-socializing our culture.
Right.
Prison don't rehabilitate. We need something to re-socialize us, right? So meaning, when our kids go somewhere, they don't know how to say, excuse me, thank you, may I, please.
Right.
So, can I see that? We try to finesse and hustle. We don't play fair with it. We want to get over. If it costs 10, we want to deal on everything.
Right.
So we have to be re-socialized in the way we think and how we see one another.
Right.
So now, nigga, it's so many components, because if we don't learn economics, we still angry and resentful toward our father or our mother. We still hate our baby mama. So we still ain't solved the inner issues.
Right.
So that's why I keep saying, nigga, look in the mirror. Nigga, fix that motherfucker in the mirror. So one thing I can say about you, you're an honorable husband, you're a great father, so you got traits that you can stand before and fix. I course.
Right.
It's a lot of niggas, they ain't right kind of men. They might in a position to help, but nigga, internally they ain't right. They still angry about something. They still resentful. I ain't never seen you angry. It's been 4-5 years. I ain't never seen you angry. And no disposition when you've ever presented yourself.
Nah,
You've always come off as logical, rational individual.
I can take it there though. So
I know. But no man of great status lets you see that. He
Right.
thinks through it.
Right.
Because if you see that, then he's not rational. Then now you got it.
Right.
Man, a man is always a thinking man.
Right.
And only the strong can show compassion for the weak. That's why you can take it there and don't.
That's facts. I think the thing about me is I see that if somebody doesn't step in, and because how I see it is when I create this museum and facility, I'm going to directly step in, and everybody's going to do their part. Like you said, you're going to help with the re-socializing and reprogramming and fixing the hurt and dealing with the hurt and moving past the hurt. My job is to, for one, let's just say a young kid has an idea. How do we get him funded? There you go. You get what I'm saying? How do we get this funded? How do we get him around the right people? How do we develop our own Shark Tank?
So that's the mission.
You get what I'm saying?
Create resources and alternatives. We don't have no resources to create alternatives. Okay, young, hey man, listen, I know y'all want to get a kid 10 years.
Right.
We got something that save y'all some money and help everybody. We don't have no alternatives other than going to prison on the regular. There's no other alternative. Okay, what's that? Military or job? What other alternative we have? There's no trade schools. There's no entrepreneurship program to develop. There's none. You have to get in trouble to get some resources. So a single mother whose kid is at risk of getting in trouble, but not a delinquent, has to become a delinquent for that mother to have resources to get help. When he get in trouble, they're gonna make sure you get anger management, they're gonna get him some counseling, get him seen about, see what kind of drug. If he's at risk and not in trouble, then where's the resources? That's where your finish coming in. The Jews gotta finish the resources.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly what I'm saying. I have to build my own village and say everybody is welcome here. And like you said, even that part of resources, like for instance, I did it with my son. If I was not rich and I was poor and I depended on the school system, because my daughter is a little bit more advanced. My son was delayed, but he became advanced because we had the money to pay for an extra tutoring. So we've been paying for private tutors since he was 3 years old. Now he's 6. He's ahead.
I'm a private tutor from about 5 almost to 6th grade.
See what I'm saying? So think about this. I had the idea of, and this is the crazy thing, right? So I know that private tutors cost about $20 to $25 an hour, right? So with the profits that I'm gonna make from my museum, I'm going to encourage others, if you want to save on tax or whatnot, just whatever profits I get, I'm going to at least pay $2,500. So that's like what, $7,500 a day, right? And if I can make $75,000 a day, 10% go to getting kids tutored. Like, and if I get 100 kids tutored, like on like throughout the week, you know, maybe 3 hours, and then every teacher get a chance to make $75 after they get all these shit like that.
And then that's where somebody like me come in and say, man, we can go get some newly recent graduate students, good in math, English, and get them start us a non-profit 501c3 to help students with learning deficiencies and get Title IV after money to come through the federal government that'll fund the program, pay the kids.
Exactly.
So it's the knowledge that we put us together. We got some bad motherfuckers.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, this is the thing that I feel like, for one, at the bottom level, we're lacking going private tutoring for our kids, because the reason why the whites, Asians, Jews, all them are ahead of us is because their kids get better learning than we do. And they get better one-on-one learning than we do.
And they have summer programs, which is another alternative that still engages their academic minds during the summer.
Yep.
Our kids lose everything from May to August because their minds are not engaged. They don't pick up no books. They ain't went on no vacation. So the learning stops when school stops. But niggas, education starts at home.
It does.
I knew mathematics tables before I got to the school.
But how are we going to expect a bunch of single mothers to?
We don't. I expect the village. I expect the village.
So that's how what I'm saying is, black men, we got to realize that it's too many broken homes to depend on women to fix our culture.
You said something earlier. I meant to chime in on.
What's up?
You said when you see a need, you gotta meet it.
Right.
That's what a man does. I don't care what household, I don't care what block. When a man goes somewhere and see a need, he meet the need.
We need private tutoring. Because the reason why we need it, in my honest opinion, is like you said, like, it's too many young black boys who could have been something but lacked the foundation in the beginning. So nobody sparked his mind to be smart. Because at the end of the day, and let me ask you this, do you believe that it's certain people who can't learn in the classroom setting, but they're better in the private setting? I'm trying to say.
Everybody know, all teachers and instructors and professors and academic people know that there's different styles people have to learn. Right. I may be auditory, you might be oral, so I can see it, hear it, and know it. You might have to write it down. So the way we all receive and retain information different. If you look at the America's educational system, it's broken and it's been failing for years. If you go by state to state, they fight over the education budget, which is one of the biggest budgets in every government, right? They're failing. So it's not about our kids learning. So it's not upon the school system to learn. They say it takes a village. Where our village at, man?
Right.
So I see you being in the village. I see
I'm doing it, and all I'm doing is I'm waiting. And the thing is that I want people to understand too is I'm trying to rush this shit. East Point is holding back the permits, and I'm telling them, look, I got this mission going on, but you know how this shit go with politics. They want me to, well, you didn't invest in my campaign, or I'm running for mayor, so you gotta give me $5,000. So I had to go through all that.
It's called breezing poem.
You know how it go.
Paying to play.
You know how it go.
That's where the nepotism comes in.
Yeah, and it's all black people, by the way.
Nepotism.
Yeah.
Everything in black people world is nepotism. Meaning, if your family don't know this person, you can't get in that spirit.
No.
And that's what's hindering us.
But I'm trying to tell them, look, I get it, but I got this mission. At least let me build this shit, work on it. They like, look, until you scratch all our goddamn backs, we're going to goddamn take our time. And I had to do it. I understood. I was like, look, that's all you had to say in the beginning. At the same time, I'm on this mission.
The problem you're trying to solve hurts a lot of funding in other places. There's a book that's called The Revolution Will Not Be Funded. Right. And it's written by the Women's Jewish Council. And it breaks down the intent and the purpose, the sole purpose of what nonprofits were created for. Right. They was called the nonprofit industrial complex. Every politician have some money that they can use. It's called a pork project. They can say we finna go study grasshoppers fucking and dedicate $2 million to it. There's a lot of aid to go outside of our country. The aid that we need benefits capitalism, but it keeps us in destruction. Our pain and our problem is monetary gains for systematic institutions in America.
Well, even Rockefeller said he doesn't want a nation of thinkers, he wants a nation of workers. And I feel like once I understood how this nation is ran, like I'm like, okay, if they don't come in court education, who the hell gonna be the police officer, who's gonna flip burgers at McDonald's, who's gonna work at Verizon, who's gonna work at all these Fortune 500 companies that's on the stock market that they themselves invest in on every dip. So all the circulation.
So it's the Chinese Americans, it's the Russian Americans, it's all the foreigners who was here, that grew up with us in our educational system, who went to school with us but really don't understand our culture because we're not taught in schools.
Right.
Everybody else is. Right? So they're gonna be the police officers. They're gonna be the firemen. That's why you see now President Trump is calling for them to come on.
Yeah.
They're not calling for us. They're not saying let's get rid of the immigrants and get these jobs back to our niggas. These are good paying jobs our niggas once had that the immigrants get. You think real Americans is building that building right there? I watch them every day.
Yeah, hell no.
Those are immigrants who can barely speak the language. So they're not championing for us. They're not advocating for the niggas to be put in a better position.
That's why I'm trying to tell niggas, we gotta save ourselves. We have to create a pipeline for ourselves because no one's coming to save us, and we gotta stop begging and asking them for laws and talking about let's vote on this one.
They told us they wasn't gonna save us. They saved us out of slavery.
Right.
They came back. They saved us by giving us civil rights. Okay, y'all on your own now. They're not coming back anymore.
Right.
They said, if you read their documents, if you read the arguments in Congress, from now, they're not, they I think maybe 10 years ago, they revoted, they extended the rights of the civil rights. They're not coming back to say, we on our own.
And they clipping us when we run the race.
It's every group for themselves.
Yeah.
So we have no ally. The greatest ally we have, homie, to sustain us is try to find some kind of way to create an import and export outside of America. And the ideal relationship is Black Americans in Haiti. Haiti still have their land. Haiti still have the same resources in the ground, if not more than what Africa have been taken out of. They still have their resources. Haiti have even said, hey, man, y'all come over here. We can grow food over here that Haitians can't, right? Haitian own Gildan, which is a textile industry that produces $1 billion and some dollars a year. Who fucking with textile more than niggas? We wear clothes, we make shirts, we need to be, Trump took it out of Mexico, gave it to Haiti. We supposed to be going over there trying to build some kind of